Hey, I'm Danny Tamberelli. I'm here at Amoeba Music, and this is what's in my bag.
Or have you picked your target yet? Isn't it? Got your dog bite? Isn't it?
First, the unboxed set of the Angry Samoans, amazing punk rock band from California. Don't get enough love on the East Coast, and whenever I come out here, I try to grab stuff because I find that I've scratched the CD and probably bought this XXX record so many times that now I'm going to do it again.
I know it will. There's no way out. Hello, hello, I lost my mind. So again.
Continuing with the SoCal punk rock, the Minutemen, What Makes a Man Start. This record and this bass player, Mike Watt, is probably my favorite bass player in the world. I love him to death, and I love the Minutemen, and this is one of my favorite records.
5 feet of girls around me. I was so damn bad.
David Byrne and Brian Eno, My Life in the Bush of Ghosts. And this is an original pressing because it has a track on it that they took off when they released it on CD and cassette. It's actually like a reading of the Quran, so they got some flack for it being sold or published or whatever, so they just took it off. Like I have a couple of records that are like I try to keep like nice and pristine, and this would be one of them to not really like mess with it because this is gonna be framed, I think, and I've been looking for it for a long time. And I go into a lot of record stores and I ask them if they have this copy. And I should have just come here all along. That was really stupid. And then this band is a new band, The Joy Formidable or Formidable. I don't know which one you say. I say Formidable. This is their second record that just came out not too long ago. They're an amazing band. They're a trio from England and they rip. And the guitar player and singer is this little like pixie female chick and she rocks. And it's a great album and they're a really good band. Booker T and the MGs, Soul Limbo. This record has got some really crazy covers on it, like Eleanor Rigby, Born Under a Bad Sign, Foxy Lady, and like a couple of their like original stuff. But you know, again, as a bass player, Duck Dunn is like one of my favorites. So, and they were a band that couldn't play in their own hometown because they were integrated in a segregated area, so they would blow up LA and New York and not really do well in their own spot. So it's pretty cool, and they're amazing. And then just a $5 quick buy, just as a very impulse buy. I don't know this record. I like Mudhoney a lot, but I don't have this record. So, you know, for $5 you can't go wrong. That's it. That's what's in my bag. When I was 12 years old and first learning how to play bass, Iggy Pop taught me how to play TVI. I literally had just gotten my first bass, and Primus was my deal back then. So I was like trying to slap and be crazy. When Iggy was on set, we would have lunch together because he was such a cool dude. We got on the subject of music and I just got a bass. I'd given him a copy of Funhouse to sign. He's like, oh, that's awesome, man. He's like, next time I'm in, I'm gonna bring my guitar and I'll teach you, TVI. I was like, yeah, I love that song, TVI. He's like, all right, we'll learn that. And so he brought in his guitar, I brought in my bass and my amplifier, and he taught me how to play TVI. While we were playing it, we blew my amplifier. We got like a good couple times through, and then it just, the smoking out of the back and sort of died out. I still have the amplifier, and when I'm home at my parents' house, sometimes I'll go in the basement and plug it in, and just so I can hear the just to remind myself that, yeah, that actually happened.